Hello America, it's Friday, the 6th of January 2012. I am Mark Bucka. And I am Mark Phillip. This is the Modern News Network, live to you from Dallas, Texas. Coming up on the program, Egypt still struggles from the flux caused in the aftermath of the revolution from February 2011. Can they successfully create a democratic government after 30 years of autocratic rule? Egypt, the most populous country in the Arab world, erupted in mass protests in January 2011 against the heavy-handed rule of President Hosni Mubarak, influenced by the revolution in Tunisia. After 18 days of angry protests and after losing the support of the military and the United States, Mr. Mubarak resigned on February 11th, ending 30 years of autocratic rule as the military stepped forward and pushed him from office. The rapid fall of Mr. Mubarak to the result of protests inspired demonstrators in Libya, Syria, and elsewhere to take action. But 9 months later, as Egyptians began voting in the first parliamentary elections since Mr. Mubarak's fall, the future of the revolution was anything but clear. The Muslim Brotherhood's Freedom and Justice Party was a clear winner in the first round of parliamentary voting, held in late November 2011. They and the ultra-conservative Islamics known as the Salamis held the majority, 65% of the vote. However, the election results sped a looming confrontation between the Brotherhood and the military council that expelled Mr. Mubarak and has ruled since his departure. On December 7th, as Islamics continued to dominate the early returns, with Salafis claiming a quarter of the vote, General Mokhtar Amoulau of the ruling military council said that he would protect the majority of Egyptian society from an Islamic takeover by extending the military's hold on power. This caused anger as tens of thousands of protesters returned to Tahrir Square in Cairo, the center of the revolution, setting off days of street battles, with the military that left at least 40 people dead. In response, the military took more control as Parliament was granted only limited powers. Here are some photos of this event, and many others, during the battle and rebellion. In mid-December, voters turned out for the second round of the election. But before the voting had finished, violence erupted in Cairo. Military police beat up demonstrators challenging military rule, and hundreds of judges monitoring the parliamentary elections threatened to quit over violence around ballot count. Also, at voting centers outside the capital, soldiers beat up judges and other civilians trying to enter the polls. Although it may be better controlled to this day, Egypt remains active with disputes and protests. Reporter Marcus Buck joins us now, live from Cairo, Egypt. Hey Marcus. Hello Marcus. Hi guys, I'm here in the capital of Egypt, and it doesn't look too well. Mobs of protesters continue to protest against the military, and many are being injured and killed. All is in flux over here, and it's not seeming to subside. Brotherhood and the ultra-conservative Islamics, known as the Salamis, are continuing to be the vast majority of the elections that occurred in the past weeks. But it is still undecided if the Brotherhood and the ruling military council will clash or develop some sort of partnership when the new constitution is written. Women have also acted in protests to gain additional rights for themselves. The Egyptian military treats them the same as all the other protesters. Many women are injured and sexually abused, as a woman with a blue bra had. These sites are a sobering reminder that popular movements in some parts of the world, however euphorically they begin, can take this riding in other times. There we have it. Egypt remains in flux and turmoil as the people await their third election, coming in the end of January, hopefully to finally decide the fate of Egypt after a year of rebellion. They've endured a prolonged journey, but from this conclusion, one may assume that although rebellion may be euphorically begun, it can take disquieting and ugly turns. It has been a very busy show, and that is it from us. Absolutely, we're going to continue covering the situation in Egypt, and our reporter Marcus Bug is on the ground, keeping us notified and up to date. Thank you, and join us again on MNN.